in the context of wellness, what words of wisdom would you share with someone who's earlier in their career? Maybe something you wish you would have known earlier or something that's helped you along the way.
Um, I was told this probably 10 years into my career, and it's always stuck with me. And I've told other people this, other younger officers, that although this is there's a difference between a job and a career, right? And that's a whole nother thing. But this is not just a job; it's a career. It's kind of a lifestyle, and it's important to treat it that way, right? It's a profession. We're not just showing up to punch a clock and make widgets and go home, right? It's a profession. It's a highly skilled profession. You need to continue training and education to be successful at this profession, but never, start your profession with the end in mind, right? Because someday this profession is going to end and it's going to move past you really quickly, like the next day. And so start with the end in mind. In that encompasses several different aspects, right? Financially, start with the end in mind. Start your deferred compensation early, so when you get to the end, you have a lot of money, right? Start with the end in mind that you're going to maintain your health, both physically and mentally, for this marathon of a career, because it's not a sprint. A lot of new officers get into this career and it's like a sprint every day, and it's not. This is a marathon, and you got to treat it as such. So take care of yourself physically and mentally for this marathon, and then take care of your relationships, right, with your girlfriend or wife or whatever, or husband, because at the end of the day, when you get done with the marathon and the game's over, like, nobody's going to care how many tickets you wrote. Nobody's going to talk about how many arrests you made at your retirement party. Okay. At the end of the day, when the game's over, all that really matters is, like, do you have enough money to live off of in retirement? Did you make good choices financially throughout your career? Is your body still healthy enough and your mind still healthy enough to go enjoy retirement, right? And is your marriage healthy enough and still intact to get into retirement and enjoy retirement with your spouse? And did you raise kids that still want to be around you, right? Do you have good relationships with the kids that you raise? Which is tough when you work shift work, right? To have a family and be the whole family man thing. That's hard to do. So, at the end of the day, start your career with the end in mind, in those things, with those aspects, because you're going to retire and you're going to call out of service, and the next day this career keeps going, and you're out. So you got to make sure that you cultivate the things that are really going to be important when you get to that point.